Look at verse 3. For he shall make bare his holy arm in the eyes of all the nations, and all the ends of the earth shall see the salvation of their God. And Tyler and I have talked about this on occasion. He and I both have been interested in the symbolism between an arm and a hand. And what are some of the fascinating things that we have in terms of symbolism? What's going on here in this verse?
Yeah, if you do an exhaustive search on every single time in all the scriptures where the word arm appears, and another exhaustive search on every single time where the word hand appears, with only two exceptions, every time the arm of the Lord is mentioned, or the wing, gathering you under the wing, it's God extending his covenant to you, opening up his arms of covenantal connection with you to say, come, I will be your God, you will be my people. And every time you see the hand, it's God now executing either justice or mercy. And interestingly, if you look, usually in scriptures, if it's the right hand that's being mentioned, then God is delivering blessings and benefits and privileges and mercy and grace because the people have kept those covenants. And if it's the left hand, then it's God delivering justice and judgment and punishment and destruction, and bad things are happening in the world. And if he doesn't tell you whether it's the right or the left, then it seems that there are consequences coming, and some of them are good and some of them are bad, and some of them it depends on where you are, whether they're good or bad. But in this case, don't you love it that as God opens up this last dispensation, he's extending his arm of mercy to all of us. And by the way, for us in the 21st century, God is not up in heaven getting great joy out of punishing and destroying and having left-hand kind of consequences fall upon you or upon us in general. There's an awful lot of him extending the arms of his safety, being encircled about in the arms of his love and of his covenant. And he's giving us these options and these abilities to come to him.
So even though there is some language here in section 133 that might sound kind of stern or a bit foreign, if you look right here at verse 3, one of the key themes of the restoration is God extending his arms of mercy. He concludes the Doctrine and Covenants. Obviously, we've added some sections to it since this conclusion was provided by God. It's all about, I am enveloping the world with love and mercy and salvation for all those who be willing to accept my embrace.